1 week after the large earthquake, the death toll stands at more than 6,600. Two brothers with Milwaukee ties are helping a specific group recovering from Nepal's devastating earthquake.
Yeah, the Glendale natives say patients with spinal cord injuries are specifically vulnerable after disasters like this because a lot of developing countries, they just aren't prepared to treat them.
Jonathan Gregg is in the newsroom with more tonight.
Good evening. Dr. Andrew Haig and his brother Tom say the challenges facing Nepal are reminiscent of the 2010 earthquake in Haiti, but the big difference is the mountains. That alone makes living with a spinal cord injury in Nepal extremely difficult, and the brothers are trying to help.
And like I say,
Two brothers are making a big impact, even though they're thousands of miles away from the devastation in Nepal. Older brother, Dr. Andrew Haig, is the president of International Rehabilitation Forum Incorporated.
We started the field of disaster rehabilitation by finding the young doctors who were doing this in Pakistan and in China. We pulled them together at a meeting and said, how do we do this?
The nonprofit organization advises underdeveloped countries how to care for people with spinal cord injuries. Tom Haig says the situation in many places is bleak.
They do what's called warehousing the crypts. And that means that they put someone in a room and they make sure they're fed, and it's one of these scenarios where the blanket goes over the knees and they're basically excluded from society.
Through their organization, the Haig brothers are supporting a doctor named Raju Dakal, who they say is the only physician in Nepal specializing in rehabilitation medicine.
Surgeons do great things, but the long-term management of people with spinal cord injuries is physical medicine rehab doctors.
Dr. Haig says there is, of course, an added challenge in Nepal for people living with spinal cord injuries because of the mountainous terrain.
And of course, if you have a spinal cord injury in Nepal right now, you think it's a death sentence, like they used to think 50 years ago in the United States.
And it's because of organizations like IRF that give communities the tools to make a change and think long-term.
The silver lining of this is the reconstruction of Nepal with a presence of a PM&R guy like Raju. He's going to go in and wherever he can say, let's build a ramp. Instead of 4 steps, let's try a ramp up here.
The Haigs say it's their network of doctors that stay in areas long after the initial trauma of a disaster is treated. The brothers say doctors in Nepal have already treated 50 patients with spinal cord injuries and expect the number to double. If you'd like to learn more about the organization and how you can help their cause, we've got a link to their Facebook page on fox6now.com. Back to you.